How's it going, guys? Vaibhav here, and welcome to a video discussing the whole saga between not having a charger and having a charger in your smartphone box. I wanted to make this video a long while back when Apple first announced that they weren't going to have chargers with their flagship iPhone 12 series, but I thought I'd wait it out and see what the general trend for the other companies on the Android side of the world really is. And when Apple did it, companies like Samsung as well as Xiaomi were very quick to jump on the news, jump on the bandwagon of them being the manufacturers that will provide a charger with their Galaxy series. And as soon as that happened, people were commending those companies. And then when their flagship Mi 11 and Galaxy S21 series respectively came out, both of them didn't have a charger. Now that was kind of hypocritical because they literally tweeted against Apple for doing basically what Apple did just a few months later. And I sort of get that because Apple never faced any issues with selling their iPhone 12 series despite not having a charger, but I just don't think it's very ethical to tweet like that and then go on to repeat or copy what the other company did. Now, credit where credit is due, Xiaomi actually offers an external charger with their Xiaomi Mi 11 either in China or internationally, and I think that is a good move. I think that's what companies should do, and Xiaomi isn't charging anything extra for it. And Samsung does do that in this region. I think it's for pre-order customers only, where if you pre-order the Galaxy S21 series, you do get a charger or a travel adapter, as they call it, out of the box. But I don't think this is a worldwide phenomena, which really brings me on to why companies are not giving you accessories or chargers out of the box. The main reason that companies quote for removing these accessories that were once very essential parts of the packaging experience is the environment. And I get that the environment is one of the factors that contributes to it, but at the same time, it's more the company's benefit than the consumer. Not having a charging brick with your smartphone, especially if it's a flagship smartphone, is a big deal. And not everyone just has chargers lying around. Like, I review a lot of devices, so I pretty much have tons of chargers in every single room, but not everyone is like me. Not everyone switches their phone every year or every 2 years even. They take 4 years to switch a smartphone. And let's imagine someone from a Galaxy S7 now going to the Galaxy S21 Ultra. They're paying this premium price tag, and not getting a charger out of the box is just mind-blowing. And to sort of encapsulate the whole experience, Arun, or Mr. Who's the Boss, has made a great video going over why companies have done it and how the decision to not give you chargers or accessories in the box impacts the environment more than, just bundling all of that in your packaging. If you want to learn more about that, make sure you check out that video. But this video isn't just a rant video about why companies aren't giving you chargers, it's also about consistency. When Apple did it with their iPhone series, they did it on pretty much all iPhones. So the iPhone 11 now ships without a charger, and so does the iPhone 12 series. In fact, a lot of people on the tech community actually jumped into unboxing an iPhone 11 just to show off the packaging that the iPhone 12 series would come in, because the packaging on the iPhone 11 was finalized and available before the iPhone 12 series. The same consistency also carried over to Apple's MagSafe, a staple feature of the iPhone 12 series where you needed a charger to charge your MagSafe adapter, and that would charge your iPhone 12 in turn. There was also the fact that the iPhone 12 series actually shipped with a cable that had a Type-C end on one side and a Lightning connector on the other side, and pretty much every single Apple adapter or Apple charger that's been shipped out of the box before the iPhone 12 series has come with a Type-A adapter on the charging brick. So this was the whole case of the cable provided by Apple wasn't compatible with the actual charging brick, and that sort of led to this whole fiasco of why Apple is doing it in the first place, and they're just out there for profits. But speaking of profits, this actually brings me to the core part of this video, which I think is summarized very well by Kevin the Tech Ninja, which is the lack of a charger seems to be a feature of premium smartphones, and that doesn't quite make sense. But let's take a look at the Samsung Galaxy F62. This is a smartphone that came out in India today. It launched in India for a very, very reasonable price tag. I think if you convert the Indian pricing of 23,999 rupees, it translates to around, let's say, the $250 to $300 price tag. And for the price tag, you get the processor that was once found on the Galaxy Note 10 series in the Exynos 9825 and a 7,000 milliamp hour battery. But What's very, very important to notice here is that the phone supports 25-watt charging, and it also has the charging brick inside the packaging of the phone. Now, when I read that and when I saw all of these unboxing videos come through, I had to verify, and I did. The 25-watt charger that everyone is talking about is included in the box of a smartphone that costs a fraction of the Galaxy S21 Ultra's price tag, and I had to tweet it out, and it did get some traction here and there. But that really brings me on to the point about consistency. If you're very confident, if you're sure about saving the environment, or pretty much any reason that you have for neglecting a certain accessory with your smartphone, you better do it to pretty much your entire series, because if you don't, you're basically telling your premium and high-end customers to pay for something that a cheaper smartphone has on its own. This whole discrepancy of having a charger and not having a charger based on the price segment of a smartphone makes Samsung look like absolute clowns and makes the customer look like fools too. I feel like Samsung has sort of lost its way. I think they've done a great job with the Galaxy S21 Ultra, but Samsung was once known to provide everything out of the box, whether that was the charger, the pair of headphones, or even OTG adapters if you go way back maybe 2 or 3 years. But now, you don't even get a silicone case with the Galaxy S21 Ultra, probably the most expensive smartphone out there, if not one of the most expensive smartphone. And as far as environmental reasons go, well, aren't they applicable to the Galaxy F62 as well? Okay, I think that pretty much sums up everything that I needed to get off my chest. As far as the environmental angle of this thing is concerned, I feel like Mr. Who's the Boss's video does an incredible job of explaining this in more detail, but I want to leave you guys with an analogy, which is if you have a boss of a certain company and then you have employees in a certain company, the boss basically hands over his or her work to the employees. So now the boss is free of any commitments to that work, whereas the employee has to make sure the work is delivered. I think a similar thing can be said about the environmental aspect, where the companies in question, Samsung, Apple, as well as Xiaomi to a certain extent, are letting go of this burden of environmental issues, but the consumer at the end of the day faces more when it comes to impacting the environment, because they have to order a separate charger, and all of those things that, things ship in takes environmental space. And I think that's where I want to end this video. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more. Thanks for watching. This was Vapav, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios.